So I figured it was probably time to give a quick update on how the winter greenhouse is doing now that we're at freezing temperatures and snow outside. So I'll just do a quick little walk around, and what I'm looking forward to is questions. If you see something you like, tap the screen, give me a bunch of hearts, then I know that that you like what you're seeing, and yeah, hopefully we'll have a good discussion on how the greenhouse is doing right now. So let's step back here a little bit. You can see I did bring a bunch of my flowers in. There's some right here, and I'll show you some more as I go around. And the strawberries are in here, and there's actually a strawberry right there, still finishing up, going to be ripe in a couple days. That's going to be wonderful. And so what I did with this strawberry planter is I cut all the little babies off of it, and I've planted them here. So there's a few hundred little baby strawberries that are in their own planter pots, and those are going to be ready and ready nice and early in the spring for either some new homes or just to plant outside. A whole bunch of fresh fruit from the yard, which will be really wonderful. So let's do a quick scan here. You can see the garden beds are planted. There are peppers that are finishing off. You can see an orange one in the back corner there. I'll just get a little closer to that so you can see it. So that's finishing off from the summer still. That's a nice sweet pepper. And this dust that you're seeing on the leaves is actually, I have biocontrols in here. So to help control spider mites, what I do is I purchase from a supplier biocontrols, and it's actually a predatory mite, and it comes in this kind of powdered matrix that holds the mite. So I spray that around, and it gets into the webs, it gets on the plants, it basically spreads the mites around for me so they can do their job. There's another pepper finishing off, you can see it there. Another one down here finishing off. And oh, now you can start seeing a bunch more of the flowers. So this here is one of the raised baskets. So those plants and vines will be going into dormancy pretty soon. And you can see along here some more of the baskets from the fall brought in. They're doing quite well. Flowers. What I do actually with the baskets is, let's see if I can get in here so you can see clearly. I actually trim all of the trailing vines right off and let them grow back in. So I don't need all those vines in here in the winter. I'm just keeping the root and the main plant healthy. And so what you can see is here it's already starting to vine back out. You can see on this one down here, see how it's already throwing a whole pile of new buds. So that's going to throw a whole pile of new vines down the side. Having a great time actually with this. And what is really exciting is the vinca vines actually are growing some flowers. I don't always see that. I'm not sure if it's going to be too fuzzy, but they're growing some flowers, and I've seen a couple more up along the edge here getting some buds. They're super tiny, so you wouldn't be able to see them yet, but those hopefully will grow into some flowers. More sweet peppers here. You can see the red ones finishing off in there. More ones there. And another one of my trailing vines actually has decided to flower. So it's always interesting. Normally they're just a beautiful greenery that's draping all the way down, but I guess this fall they decided, hey, why not? Let's throw some flowers out. Which is really pretty and always exciting for me to see what new things the plants want to do. So here's another bit of a view. I've got an herb planter in here. So I've got a whole mix of different herbs for the winter. Rosemary, sage, thyme, oregano. It's all in there, which is wonderful. Another little pot of oregano down there, just struggling along. New shoots starting. And this pepper doesn't seem to recognize that the season's done, because as you can see here, it's flowering again. This beautiful, interesting pepper plant, it's got really tiny little leaves on it and tiny flowers. It's actually called lemon drop, and it has these really, really cool long peppers on it. So you can see a couple back in here. Let me see if I can get that. There you go. And those are going to turn bright yellow. They're really quite a fun little pepper. There's another one hiding down there. And this one beside it is actually a hot Portuguese pepper, so I'll dry those ones up. They turn nice and red. Overall, the greenhouse is doing really well so far. A lot of these seedlings are coming up. Those are going to be growing quite nicely. And what I'll probably do is I'll come back a little bit later this evening and talk a little bit about the heat systems. So how this greenhouse actually works in the winter and what it's doing. So if you have any questions, let me know. Drop me a tweet, send me a comment, a connect on my blog. And if you see something you like during the broadcast, I mean, let me know. Send me some hearts. Let me know what's going on. I'll be back in